Wonderful. So my name is Tchorly. I'm an elite manager here and one of the ultimate trainers here at the Mary. And today I'm standing in for Reverend Daniel Sekwe, who is the host for this event called Own Your Life. This is a presentation that's done to actually empower you with a tool called Mary to actually take control of your own life and your own financial destiny. So this is something we do regularly every week on Mondays at the same time. And so if you're a new person on this call, you are welcome, because here you're going to see the Mary plan in details, and you're going to appreciate why so many people are excited, so many people are sharing testimonies about Mary. You're going to know why, okay? And you can also make a decision to become part of Mary and actually change your life. So let's get into the presentation. So this is the Mary business plan, okay? So when we talk about what we have here at the Mary, there's a statement that's actually very true and is very revealing. And the statement says 96% of people lying awake at night are worrying about two things. One is about their health, and two is about their finances. And this is even amplified, especially in these times of COVID-19, where everybody is now so almost at the point of panic, because we don't know what's going to happen next, okay? And so everybody is thinking about their health immensely. And of course, there are so many people who have also been affected by downsizing and all kinds of issues that have been brought about by this COVID-19 situation. So money definitely is a big issue now that everybody is worrying about. And so that is what is causing a lot of people to stay up at night thinking about. Now, when we talk about money, there's this thing about, where you find yourself that must be, understood, because there are some systems that are intended to make you rich, and there are some systems that just cannot make you rich, and you must understand it, okay? Now, this was perfectly explained by one of the world's most renowned business trainers and coaches. His name is Kiyosaki, and he wrote the best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in this book, he explains the four main ways that people make money in this world, okay? And he put it in a quadrant called the cash flow quadrant, and it simply is what you're seeing on your screen. So he says that the whole world has four categories of people making money. Now, one category is called the employee, which is the E. Then we have the S, which is the self-employed. We have the B, which is the business owner, and we have the I, which is the investor. Now, he says that the people on the left side of the quadrant, which is the E and the S, meaning the employee and the self-employed, they make active income. Active income means that they trade time for money. So they clock in their time, personal time, in order to make money. And Kiyosaki says, if you remain on this side of the quadrant, a dream of becoming super wealthy is almost like a wild goose chase. It's very difficult or almost impossible. Why? Because all the odds are against you. Number one, you have limited time. Okay, you only have 24 hours in a day, and yet you're supposed to be able to do work that will pay you millions of dollars. Okay, so here he says that if you're on this left side of the quadrant, whether you are E as an employee or self-employed, because a lot of time when people want to quit their jobs and start businesses for themselves, they end up as being self-employed. Okay, even if you are a top consultant or you are a lawyer or a medical professional, most of those people end up as being self-employed, although they own the job. They own the job, but they are not real business people. And I'll explain the difference, okay? And he says that on this side of the quadrant, there's a lot of hard work. Okay, you work so hard, yet there's no security. Okay, there is no time. You don't have time for the special moments in your life and the special people in your life. There's a lot of debt that you incur, and in this side of the quadrant, there's never sufficient funds for you. So there are a lot of times by the middle of the month, you are broke and you are almost like distressed. And then there's also a lot of stress in this side of the quadrant. And the major shocking thing here is that 95% of the people of the world actually find themselves in this category. Sorry, yeah. Let me check. I hope everything's going on well. Awesome, all right. Okay, all right. And yet they share 5% of the wealth of the world. So can you now understand why there's very little to go around and why a lot of people in this category barely can make, enough money to take care of their real needs. Let's talk about their wants. Okay. But on the right side of the quadrant, where Kiyosaki says, it doesn't matter whether you are employee or self-employed. He said, whatever you do, try to find your way to the right side of the quadrant, which is either become a business owner or an investor. And he feels it's a transition. He doesn't have anything wrong with being an employee or self-employed. He said, don't remain there, okay? Because if it's your goal to actually become truly wealthy or successful in life, you need to transition from this side of the quadrant to the right side of the quadrant. And what's on the right side of the quadrant, we have the business owner. And the difference between a business owner and a self-employed is that the business owner owns a system which leverages on the efforts of other people to make money. Okay, so here he whether he puts himself to the work or not, he's able to make money day in, day out, month in, month out, without necessarily trading his personal time for that money. And that is what it means to own a business or be a business owner in the definition of Kiyosaki. Okay, and then we have the I, which is the investor. And Kiyosaki defines an investor as someone who actually has built a very successful business or multiple successful businesses that actually makes more money for him than he can spend. And so because he has excess money, which he doesn't have use for, he actually now puts that money to work for him. So he finds other lucrative business ventures and just invests those monies in those ventures and just earn dividends on them. So here we are talking about, this is what it means by being a real investor, not by putting your money in treasury bills or bonds, which literally Kiyosaki says is a ripoff. Okay, because at the end of the year, when you actually receive your dividends, you notice that depreciation and everything has caught up to it. And in most cases, you find yourself on the losing side. So this is what it means to be on the right side of the quadrant. And on the right side of the quadrant, what is beautiful about this is that you make passive income. Because you leverage on systems and other people's efforts, you actually don't have to put yourself necessarily to work in order to make the money. So the work here on this side is easier, it's more stable because you own the system. You have a lot of time on your hands to do the things that you love, to spend the time with the precious people in your life. Normally, you don't have any debts. And then there's also a lot of money to go around. Plus, you have freedom, complete freedom, okay, to do what you want, to go the places you want to go, to actually spend time with the people you want to spend and all that, okay? And most importantly, what is also exciting here is that only 5% of the people of the world actually find themselves on this side of the quadrant, and they share 95% of the wealth of the world. That is why a lot of billionaires are made in this side of the quadrant, right? So Kiyosaki says, no matter where you find yourself, if you are not on the B and the I quadrant or in the B and I side of this quadrant, make sure you find a way. Make sure you find a way. And I mean, without going through so much, one of the best ways to actually transition, if you're an employee or a self-employed, that we can show you today is by being a network marketer. And I'm going to go into details as to what we have for you here at Emery. Right now, the second thing that we mentioned was the issue of health. And in his book, Never Be Sick Again, this renowned doctor and medical expert actually defines, actually emphatically states that there's only one disease in the world. And that one disease has only two causes. So indeed, if you can actually identify these two causes of that one disease in the world, you can actually live a very healthy life. And that's why he makes this statement that health is actually a choice. Now, what is this disease? He says the disease is cellular malfunction. And that is so true, because if you actually run every disease that there is in the world right now, the base of it is the fact that your cells are not functioning well. And what causes your cell to malfunction is, number one, deficiency. The fact that your cells are not getting the right amount of nutrients that you need to function well. And number two, toxicity. The fact that your cells are being bombarded with toxins that causes malfunction. And that is where you have all the problems. Okay, so this doctor is actually making it clear that the best way to take care of yourself is by providing your body with the needed nutrients that it needs to function well. And number two, to avoid toxins, or to have a system that's able to take care of the toxins that's coming into your body. And if you do that, you can be healthy for the rest of your life. All right. So this is really it. Now, This is where Emery becomes very significant because Emery seeks to solve these two major problems, the issue of finances and the issue of health. Now, Emery comes from the word Immer, which is a German word which means eternity. And the I that we added at the end is an abbreviation for the word international. So in the name, Emery spells an international company that is built to last. Now, these are the brains behind the amazing company and the compensation plan that we have that promises to give you the leverage and the freedom that you actually truly deserve. All right. So in the middle, you have Mr. Lau Chong-Guan, who is the group CEO of the company. On the left, you have Mr. Tan Kan-Fu, who is the president for the Southeast Asia region. And on the right, you have Mr. Yap Wan-Yen, who is the president for Africa and Middle East. And so he literally is responsible for all the expansion work that happens in Africa. And so these gentlemen actually have a combined experience of over 100 years in the direct selling and corporate management industry. So if you're thinking of safe hands to put your future or to lead you in this journey of bringing you financial freedom, you can trust these people, all right, because they have the experience. Now, our mission as a company is to bring happiness to ourselves and to our families. And the way we seek to do that is by providing with products that will keep you in optimum health. And I'm going to talk more about those products. We have opportunities for financial freedom, and then we believe in continuous growth, all right? So Emery is heavy on personal development, leadership, training and development, and your personal advancement in every aspect of your life, all right? So this is very key to us because we believe that that's how you actually become truly successful. And we also have a heart for the needy in society, okay, which we all have. So here again, we have our core values, and there are three of them. The first core value we have is sharing is rewarding. And in Emery, we believe that it's more blessed to give than to take, right? And so our system is actually built on this principle, which means the way we make money is actually by sharing the information about the products and the opportunity with others. And that's how you actually start seeing success in the business. Then when you get to higher levels in the business, you realize that we actually have success breeds success as a backing principle, all right? And this means that the only way you can truly become successful is by helping others to become successful. So our system is not built on selfishness, it's actually built on helping others to succeed. And when you do that, you can truly become successful. And tell you, we have filial piety, which talks about respect, love, and care for others. So we have respect for everybody. We are no respecter of persons when it comes to how we do our business, all right? Now, who we are as a company, we are the exclusive maker of our flagship product, which is Virgin. And this is exciting because this is one of the foundational things you need to actually establish a company that will actually last for generations, all right? And this is very, very good. We also have our growth center, which ensures the training and personal development of every single individual who becomes part of the business. So it doesn't matter whether you've done this before or not, whether you are new to network marketing, whether you've never done anything, sales, marketing, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll hold your hands and teach you the ropes so you can grow from an amateur to become a professional. Every step of the way, we train you. And ultimately, we have our Faith Foundation, which allows us to give 0.25 of every income we make back to charity. And that way, we show that we care for the needy in our society, right? So here we go. These are our footprints all over the world. So we're in China, we're in Malaysia. Ghana was the first country in Africa to be open. We opened Philippines in 2019, Brunei, and then Nigeria was the second country in Africa to be open. And currently we also have Nigeria and Egypt open, as in we have 3 countries in Africa. We're seeking to actually open a lot more countries around the world before the COVID-19 struck. And now we have an amazing strategy to actually even open more countries than we anticipated in this year, 2021. And that's the strategy we call the Olive Branch. And there's more to come on that, which we'll be sharing with you. Now, in just 4 years of doing business here in actually all over the world, the company is just about 5 years old now. We've done over $309 million worth of sales. And as you can see, this is a little outdated, right? We have over 625,000 members worldwide. We offer perks to our higher achievers. And so part of their rewards is travel reward. And already 5,800 people have been on a cruise vacation experience. 1,100 people have been to Malaysia on an all-expense-paid vacation experience. 350 people have been to Bali in Indonesia. 150 people have been to Dubai in the UAE. And when it comes to car rewards, Emery has already given out over 655 cars in just 4 years. So that should tell you the speed of return of our business. And we even give out house rewards, okay? And you are entitled to a penthouse reward when you get to the highest rank. And already 2 people have already ended in just 4 years. So if you are looking at how fast Emery can bring you closer to your dreams, this is what we have for you. And we're going to show you how it actually all works out. Now, when it comes to the products that we have a commitment to every product we produce here at Emery. And the first commitment is conscience. Conscience means we will not produce or sell any product that we ourselves are not willing to use. Okay, so we are the first users of our product. We are producers of our own products. And every distributor here will tell you they have used the product and they can share their testimony with you, which is always amazing. Now, we also believe in high quality products that are made with craftsmanship. And then we also believe in green, which means we try as much as possible not to use any chemicals at all in our products, which means our products are all natural and they are safe and stable for human consumption. So this is really what makes us stand out in terms of our products. And already our products are doing amazing things in the lives of people to the extent that our flagship product, Virgin, has already won an international award. And the other sets of products that we have actually earned us a West African award for being the most outstanding company in the world, in West Africa. So we're going to talk about that. But let's look at this statistics, and it's going to help you appreciate the kind of market size that we have here. Now, Africa is considered to be the second largest continent in the world, so we are privileged, and is known to be the second most populous continent in the world. Now, I wonder why all the big countries are now trying to come into Africa. This is the reason, because of the market share, all right? And then we are estimated to be 1.32 billion people on the planet, on the continent. Now, when we take Ghana alone, we are about 30.1 million people. And out of that number, about 50% are women. When we go to Nigeria, there are about 202 million people in Nigeria. Wow. And out of that number, almost 50% are also women. And the same runs for all the other countries. Now, why are we so focused on women? The reason for that is our flagship product actually concerns women. And all women across the globe, at some point in their life, they experience a discomfort, which is called bacterial vaginosis. And this is caused by the imbalance between the good and bad bacteria in your vaginal area. And when not checked properly, it could lead to foul-smelling discharge, vaginal itching, green, white, and greenish discharges, which are very unpleasant. And of course, when women experience these things, they go in for all kinds of remedies, all right, which in turn tend to give them detrimental effects. Even sometimes when a woman is infected with bacteria and they go in for these antibiotics, every medical person knows that antibiotics has detrimental effects to the female reproductive system, all right? So this is where Virgin becomes a breakthrough solution for women. Why? Because Virgin, number one, is an intimate gel that takes care of the overall health of the female reproductive system. Overall, so from the vagina to the uterus, to the fallopian tube, to the ovaries, every aspect of the reproductive system gets a blessing from Virgin. And Virgin does this by one, protecting. So Virgin protects by enhancing the friendly bacteria, which every woman has. They have good bacteria in there. And it helps also inhibit the bad bacteria so that you don't get infections. So it's able to help reduce the occurrence of infection. And even when you have infection, Virgin will help your self-cleaning and self-defense mechanism, the natural self-cleaning, self-defense mechanism, to actually be able to effectively fight against that infection, and you will be free for life, all right? And again, it has a moisturizing and a tightening effect. So again, for women who are suffering from dryness, which leads to pain during sexual intercourse, and a lot of times leads to even bruises and all manner of problems, even sometimes for the men, all right, and makes all this whole sex experience very unpleasant, all right? Virgin is able to correct it. So Virgin is not necessarily just a lubricant. No, it actually naturally corrects the issue of dryness so that the woman can now naturally secrete enough juices during the time of intimacy so that she never gets dry and she's able to enjoy the whole sex experience. Now, it does this by also helping repair the damaged tissues and cells of the reproductive system. So you talk about, the rugi of the woman, you talk about the endometrium of the uterus and all those other places, you get benefit. It helps to repair damages, and it also helps to nourish the ovaries. And we've seen testimonies of women who have had conditions like PCOS and ovarian cyst, which is known to be very difficult to treat or cure. And many times the doctors are at a loss to what to do. They try all kinds of different medications on the women and they don't work, and the women even develop other complications, and in the end, the ovaries have to be removed. Here we have seen testimonies. Personally, I've seen over 5 testimonies where medically proven the women had cysts, they used vagine, and the cysts currently have disappeared. All right. And it's also helped restore the elasticity of the vaginal walls. So the vagina now becomes very firm and nice and back to in normal state, like a virgin state. And this is why so many men are happy with the women that are using vagine. And it's because it improves the sex experience. And one of the other things it does, it also takes care of bad odor. So vagine is able to restore the natural female scent. So we are not talking about the fact that vagine has some special perfume or something that will just knock out the odor when you use it. No, but vagine helps the woman to actually clear that odor and restore her natural female scent, such that when she's not even using the vagine, she has no scent, and she can now confidently go about with no issues, meet her husband with confidence, and be a happy woman. And it also helps boost the pheromone excretion, which naturally will help boost the libido of the woman, which is one of the major issues a lot of women are going through, especially women who have given birth before, right? So this is the good news that vagine is bringing to all women across the world. And the exciting thing is that all the ingredients in vagine are actually very natural and organic with no other chemicals associated. So you can be guaranteed that you have no negative side effects. Everything you're going to experience from vagine is bliss, all right? And this is the exciting news. And already, because of the amazing impact this product has had on women all over the world, in our last count, we have impacted over 1 million women across the globe. And all of them share similar testimonies about the amazing benefits they are getting from vagine. And because of that, vagine has won a global award for being the most valuable brand and the World Halal Best Brand for the year 2021. So this is where we are going with this product, okay? And this is why everybody who's looking at this opportunity is seeing a diamond mine, a serious diamond mine. If you can just strategize and position yourself well in your country, your city, wherever you are, and capture the size of the market, you're going to make a lot of millions of dollars in the near future. Now, in addition to that, we realize that vagine takes care of women during, before or after their menses, okay? So we don't recommend that you use vagine during the time of menses, because during the time of menses, your system is just pushing out everything. And vagine is a gel. So if you put it in during the time of your menses, your system will just push it out. So we recommend that you don't use vagine during the time of your menses. But the problem is most women actually encounter major issues when they are in their time of their menses. And particularly one of the bigger problems is because of the sanitary pads they use during the time of the menses. Now here, because of that, Emery is introducing a breakthrough sanitary pad that has the power and ability to protect you, to keep you comfortable, to keep you dry, and actually make you confident during the time of your menses. Now, what this is a simple breakthrough product with 9 layers of protection. I don't have time to go through all of them, but just to tell you one of the aspects, okay, or a few of them. So one of them is the fact that it's made from very soft cotton, which actually literally pampers you. So when you're wearing it, it's light, it's smooth, it's non-irritating. So you just feel good when you're wearing it. It almost pampers a delicate skin. Okay, that's number one. So the surface is not as rough as the other products, and anyone who has used this product can attest to it. Number two, it has super absorbent polymer, which is able to keep you dry. It captures the liquid or the blood, locks it in, but the surface remains completely dry. It has also 5-in-1 multifunction strip, which I'm going to talk about. And the back layer of it is actually not, what do you call it? Plastic. It's actually breathable film. So it allows for aeration. It allows actually air to pass through. So it doesn't retain heat, which could cause, irritations and itching and causes rashes around the thighs and all those things. So you are in for a treat, women. This is an amazing product. And I just keep discovering more and more benefits of this amazing sanitary pad that we have for the African market. And here is another amazing part of the product, which actually I am so happy about to share. Just this afternoon, we were talking about this product to a Kenyan lady, and she was just blown away when she saw that we had graphene, because she's an expert in research and study about graphene. And to know that we have graphene in our sanitary pad, she was just blown away. She said she saw that if it was even just this of air that she needed to take to Kenya, it was enough. It could make her a lot of money because she knows what this can do, right? But we don't just have graphene. We have four other functional strips in it. We have the chitin functional strip, we have the far-infrared energy strip, we have the nano silver strip, and then we have the anion strip, right? And all these things are intended to actually prevent infection, to help with the boosting of good bacteria during the time of your menses, so that you don't get depleting of your good bacteria. It helps to warm up the wound. It helps with blood circulation, so that you actually are able to get rid of the unwanted blood during the time of your menses. There are a lot of women who have their menses and not all the blood comes out. It's also able to even eliminate odor, foul-smelling odor during the time of your menses. And this is the great news that we have. So women, this is amazing. Mary is here to take care of you, actually get you to be confident as a lady. And that's what we are giving you. All our products are definitely certified. Now let's talk about the other products that we also have. Now we have these two amazing anti-aging products, Vitide and Adwell, and the mechanism of operation is just super amazing. It's all based on science. Okay. Now the first one is the fact that Vitide is made up of soy microbioactive peptides, which is simply food for the cells. So the science behind peptides is that peptides is what helps the cells to function well. And here, Mary has done it in a way that the nutrient of the peptide is actually nanosized, so that when you take it in, it goes directly to your cells, so that your cells actually can absorb it and use it for their purpose. And this will help protect the cell itself. It also helps to slow down aging. So you are growing in age, but you are looking younger, you are looking fitter, you are not growing tired, you're not growing weaker. That's what it does. It protects your organs and it heals and repairs your system. It's also able to regulate blood pressure. It's able to help restore skin and muscle elasticity, especially for the women. As women are growing older and their body begins to lose their elasticity, you see they start having folds on their body. Their arms become wobbly and all those things. Their muscles are just giving way. Now, when you use this product, you still maintain that firm body like a young lady. Recently, there was a picture that was circulating on social media about a 50-year-old lady actress in Nigeria who looks like a 30-year-old lady, and everybody is just excited about it. Now, what is the secret to this? Is the fact that you take care of yourselves. All right. So we have the mystery here, and it's already solved. All right. It also helps strengthen the muscles, especially for men. This keeps you as a man, it keeps you strong. It also helps eliminate fatigue. So one of the early signs you notice when you start taking this amazing Vitide product is that it boosts your energy. So even when old men take this product, they feel young again. They feel they can do more work without getting tired. They can walk longer distance without getting tired. They can do more. So imagine what a young person will feel when he's using this product. It doesn't contain any stimulants. So you don't need those energy drinks that are full of caffeine and sugar and all other things just to give you energy throughout the day. No, this is healthy. It's giving you energy right from your cells, and you actually get blessed as you use it, because it also helps protect and defend your whole system from disease and all manner of issues. And over time, as you use this product, what you notice is that your overall weight is well managed. You can carry your weight about, you are good, you feel good physically. And in addition, we also have this Adwell product, which is known as Addition to Wellness. All right. So this is made up of plant-based enzymes. An amazing science behind this. Now, according to science, every food we eat is supposed to come with enzymes. And enzymes are essential in helping the food to break down quickly in your body so that your body can absorb the nutrients from your food. Now, if you eat enzyme-depleted food, what happens is that the food takes too long to digest, number one. Number two, oftentimes it doesn't get properly digested, so your body is not able to get the right amount of nutrients from the food. Although if eating maybe good food, but unfortunately the nutrients are locked up, they are not able to get properly broken down, so it passes as waste. And sometimes it even clogs up your system. So if it's fat, it can line up the walls of the arteries and start causing blood pressure and other cardiovascular diseases. If it's protein, it can get petrified in your system, giving you bad gases. You can start getting bloating and all kinds of things. You start having acid refluxes, all those problems, all right? Now, Adwell comes with 5 major enzymes that actually are essential in breaking down fat, proteins, starches. It even has a fibrinolytic enzyme that helps to dissolve black clots in your blood vessels. And it also has an enzyme that is able to take care of free radicals. So it protects yourself from the effect of free radicals, which will actually keep you young. So Adderall helps improve intestinal health. All right. So you don't get constipation. It frees your bowels. It helps to actually balance the acidity of your intestine and help with the good bacteria also of your intestine. It also helps to cleanse the gut. Okay. So we are talking about detoxification of your system. It also helps to fight inflammations, okay, in your body, which normally causes pain. So if you have joint pain, backache, migraine, whatever you have, it's caused by inflammation. And most of the time when you have these kind of pains in your body, the only remedy that doctors will give you is painkillers. And everybody knows painkiller does not kill pain, all right? You are just managing the symptoms of the problem, but you need to go to the root cause and solve it once and for all. And that is what this anti-inflammatory property does. And in Adwell, we have even an enhanced anti-inflammatory property. It also helps to prevent black clots, which will prevent the risk of having things like stroke and other cardiovascular diseases. It prevents certain forms of cancers. It also helps to increase your metabolism, which in effect will help you manage a healthy weight. So for those of you battling with weight problems, this is a good product you must have on every dining table, because as you eat and your food is getting digested better, you can now have a better metabolism, which in effect will help you manage your weight better. And already the enzyme industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and there are very few companies in this industry. So if Mary has tapped into it, it should tell you where we are going with the future of this business, right? And all our products are certified. But before I end, let me talk about these 2 amazing products, okay, that we also have in the African market. One is the Alihat. Okay, the Alihat is a natural testosterone booster for men. Okay, so when Mary started in Africa in 2018, for about a year and a half, we didn't have this product, right? And we had this amazing virgin product, which was helping a lot of women. Women were testifying about how good and everything, and how they had become confident, and their men seem to be enjoying them even more and all those things. But one other problem is that a lot of other women also started now protesting and calling for something from Mary for their men. And they know the damage that, aphrodisiacs and things do to such, men who are weak and all those things. So they wanted something that is trusted, that's healthy, that, they can give to their men, just as we have something for their women. And so after years of research, Mary finally came up with this amazing product called Alihat. And this is also based on the science. Now, when they talk about testosterone, testosterone is the main male hormone that makes men men. Okay? If you do the research about testosterone, you notice that testosterone actually almost controls a lot of the aspect of a man. It's actually what makes you a man, all right? And so, unfortunately, there's some bad news to testosterone. The bad news is that as you age, the testosterone production in your body begins to go down. And that's why most of the time it's actually estimated that after 25 years, the natural production of testosterone naturally begins to go down, right? And so most people will get to 50, 60, and they notice that even having an erection is a problem. Now, but in this day, because of bad dieting and other, stress issues and all those things, a lot of men, when they are even in their 30s and 40s, they're already having problems with erection. And this is where this product becomes a breakthrough product for all men, because Alihat is able to improve male fertility. And when we talk about male fertility, we are talking about hardness of erection, we are talking about longevity of erection, we are talking about sperm count, we are talking about sperm mobility, all right? Then it also helps to enhance the energy and vitality of the man. So you don't get tired easily. You can do rigorous work, rigorous exercise, rigorous activity, but you don't get exhausted in just a short time. You actually can go longer distances. And it also helps increase muscle strength. It helps relieve stress, and it improves the quality of sleep. So again, I use this product, so I can tell you for sure that one of the early signs you notice when you start taking this product is the fact that you remain very, very calm, even if you are dealing with a stress situation. And number 2 is the fact that you sleep well. Even if it's for a short time, you wake up feeling very refreshed. And it also improves liver function. And the liver is one of the major organs everybody must be concerned about, because that's what helps even to detoxify your system. So when it goes bad, you are actually almost good as dead. So this actually is a good product that actually takes care of your liver also. And it also prevents osteoporosis in men. Now, the female version of Alihat is the Femtima. So the Femtima is a natural anti-aging product for the modern day woman. Why? Because Femtima takes care of the hormonal issues of women. And again, this will ensure that the woman maintains a healthy female reproductive system, but this is tackling it from the hormonal side, because a lot of the women issues also stem from the fact that they have hormonal issues, all right? And this Femtima takes care of it clinically. It also helps to tighten and lubricate the vaginal area. It also helps to regain body strength for the woman, so she remains firm and nice and young and active. It also helps to reduce postmenopausal cardiovascular risk. Okay, so for women that are beyond the age of, fertility, where they are no more fertile and they have entered into their menopause, there are a lot of issues that come up because of their hormonal issues, right? And this takes care of that. And it also helps protect your skin from UVB radiation. So these are the super amazing products that we already have on the market in Africa. It's already doing so many amazing things for everybody, both men, women, and even children. And we are counting the testimony by the day, right? And as I told you, because of what we have in terms of products, recently here in Ghana, we were awarded the Ghana by the Ghana West African Business Excellence Award for being the most outstanding food supplement company of the year. Now, mind you, there are so many food supplement companies in Ghana and in West Africa, but to be awarded for just being a company that has been on the continent for just 2 years, it tells you something, right? Because of the testimony, it's undeniable. You cannot deny it. Because even if you try to turn your head, you meet somebody close to you who sharing an amazing testimony about our amazing product. And we have more products to come, but we will take our time with that. We'll enter into that. Now, let's talk about our business, how we make money with these amazing products that we have, and the actual compensation plan that Emery is offering us, which is, for me, it's just mind-blowing. It's too good to be true in some senses, but because I've tasted of it and I know how good it is, and the reason why I'm still here, I can tell you for sure it is real, all right? Now, this is our leadership board, okay? And there are 2 ways to actually start the business. One is to start from the pre-associate level. The other is to start from the associate level directly. Now, to let you know for a fact, the associate level is the standard Emery package for starting the business. It's just like starting school and starting the school from class 1. That's standard, because it starts from class 1, class 2, class 3, and you move forward. But if you come in as a pre-associate, it's like you are starting from preschool, and you will need to graduate from the preschool in order to become an associate. And from the associate, so those people who start from immediately as associate, you can just graduate from there to become executive, from there to become manager. Then immediately you complete the manager level, you become a director. And once you become a director, you earn your first car, which I'm going to show you very soon, all right? Then within the director rank, we have a 1-star director, we have a 2-star director, and we have a 3-star director rank. Somebody raise their hand. Hope everything is okay. All right, don't worry, I'll come to the questions very soon. I'll check the comments and we'll come to the questions. So just keep it hold your questions, I'll come to it, all right? Now, so we have the 1-star director, 2-star director, and 3-star director rank. And at 3-star director, guess what? Emery is giving you another car. All right? Then you move to Sapphire Ambassador, Emerald Ambassador, and Diamond Ambassador. And at Diamond Ambassador rank, Emery is giving you a house reward. So ladies and gentlemen, think about this. In just 4 years, there are some people in the business who have actually hit the highest rank in the business and have already earned a house reward. So what is it going to be for you? I tell myself that I'm giving myself a minimum of at least 5 years and a maximum of at least 10 years to get to this level. Because even if it takes me 10 years, remember by the time you get to Diamond, you're already a multimillionaire in dollars, and then you already have cars and ultimately your dream house. What is better than that, right? So this is it. And that is why a lot of people say, like I have Dr. John Mukuro, who says that Imeri is a settlement plan. Imeri is a settlement plan. And then we have our own patient Madeline, who says that Imeri must pay our bills because it's already paying, right? So she works so that Imeri will take care of her bills and the bills of her family. And that is what it's actually doing. So it can be your settlement plan, or it can be your exit plan, whatever it is for you. This is it. Now, this is how we make the money. So these are the bonuses and incentives that are available when you decide to build this business seriously. So here we have sponsor bonus, team bonus, elite bonus, promotion bonus, leadership bonus, director development bonus, same rank bonus, and repeat sales bonus. These are all 8 bonuses, and these 8 bonuses are all cash bonuses, right? So these are cash bonuses. You make money. Then, beside that, you have travel reward, you have car reward, and you have house reward. I call them perks. Okay, this is what you get for doing your business well to higher levels. Now, let's talk about something that becomes obvious because we are dealing with products, and that's retail business. Okay, so when you join the business, actually the money you pay to start is given back to you in products, so there's no loss. This is not an investment scheme where you come and put in money and just expect the money to work for you. But when you put in the money, you're actually giving it back to you. So there's no loss here. You can sell the product and make money back even with profit, or you can use it for your own health benefits. You have not lost anything. But if you decide to do business with the products, this is what happens, right? So let's take a case where you start with a classic package. Now, to start a classic package, you need 160 Naira, $60, $160. In Naira, it's about 59,200 Naira. And in Ghana cedis, it's about 785 Ghana cedis. Now, when you do that, you can pick any of our products that amounts to that $160, and then you are in the business. Now, if you choose to go for only Virgin, you can get 4 boxes of Virgin. So let's do the math with this, just Virgin. So 4 boxes of Virgin, which means that one is costing you about $40. You can retail it for $55. That's the recommended retail price. So by the time you finish selling 4, you are making $220. And so you take out $160, which you started with, you are making a profit of $60. So again, this is viable business, this easy business, this cool business, because just 4 boxes of Virgin is very easy to sell. Now, if you decide that you're going to go big from the standard level, all right, where you actually want to enjoy all the benefits in the business right from the start, you start from the agency level. And with agency, you need $805 to start the business. So this will put you number one rank higher than somebody who started with a classic. And guess what is going to happen? I'm going to share with you right now. Now, $805 in Naira is about 296,000 Naira, okay? In Ghana cedis, it's about 3,925 Ghana cedis, close to 4,000 Ghana cedis. But again, when you pay that money, you are going to get products worth that amount. So if you are going for only Virgin, that will translate to 20 boxes of Virgin. Now, imagine that you are getting 20 boxes of Virgin, which means one is costing you about $40.25. But you are entitled to retail it at $54.76, which is about $55, right? Now, by the time you finish selling the 20 boxes of Virgin, you are making 1,095 point something. And once you take out your $805, you are making a profit of 290 Ghana cedis. That's dollars. That's a lot of money. That's in Ghana cedis, that's about 1,400 Ghana cedis and over. Now, the beauty of starting with the agency is the fact that after your sign up, you are entitled to a 30% lifetime discount on every repurchase you make. So it doesn't matter whether you are buying 1 box of Virgin or you are buying a whole carton or a truckload. You are entitled to 30% discount for life, as long as the company exists. Because you have an agency account, you forever be entitled to this 30% discount. Now, so it means that let's say you put back the $805 back into the business. You've made $290 profit. You put out back the $805. Now that same $805 will now be able to give you 28 boxes of Virgin. The first time we gave you 20 boxes, but because now you're enjoying 30% discount, you're getting 28 boxes of Virgin. You are supposed to sell it at the same retail price. You're not supposed to reduce the price and the cut price because you are getting it cheaper. You are still supposed to sell it at the same retail price. So when you sell at 54.76, which is $55, you're going to make a total sum of about $1,533. Take out how much you put in the business, which is $805. You are making a profit of $728. Now think about it. Imagine making $728 every month from just selling 28 boxes of agin. This is better than working as managers in certain banks and in certain high positions in certain companies. But you are going to make this easily, even if you do it as a side business. Decide what you are doing as a job. So this is crazy. Just as a retail business, it's already crazy. But when it comes to our system and how we actually make the money, okay, it is from the team building, all right? And when you understand this in terms of numbers and in terms of, you know, the fact that you are building branches of yourself through touching people's lives, it becomes very powerful. Now, what Mary says is that when you introduce somebody to the business who agrees to sign up and start the business himself, that person, because that person signs up, Mary is going to pay you 5% of the amount that the person used to sign up. So it doesn't matter what the person signed up with, classic or agency, you're entitled to 5%. Then when the person goes to introduce the business to other people that he knows or she knows, and those people get people signing up to their teams, because you brought that person, anybody that person will bring that signs up, you also entitled to 5% when those people sign up. So imagine you bring 10 people, and those 10 people are able to bring five people, making 50 people. You will get 5% from those 10 people that you directly brought. But those 50 people that were brought by the 10 people, you also get 5% anytime those people sign up. And this is crazy, all right? And this is just one of our bonuses. Now, the remaining 3 of our bonuses, I'm going to use, or 3 other bonuses that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to use our plan, our unique comp plan, to explain how you actually earn the money and how you also actually get to rank advanced in our business. It's called the synergistic board breaking plan. Now, this is how it looks like. Okay, it's a board system. It has 15 slots. Okay, 7 slots at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And obviously at the bottom, you have 8, making 15 altogether. Now, what you must understand is that the 7 slots at the top is always filled. So there's no way you will join any board that has empty slots at the top. And it's filled by people who are already in the business. So it's likely that the person who even introduced you to this business now is already one of the existing members at the top, all right? So that is how it works. Now, every board has a leader, and the leader is for the elite. He's like the class prefect. So literally what happens is that the bottom spot is what is reserved for new members who are now joining the business. So any new member that signs up today will start from the one of the bottom ways. So you can join as the first person, maybe the third person, depending on how far the board has filled up to, okay? Or you can even join as the last person. But what happens is that, technically speaking, anytime somebody new joins the board, it doesn't matter whether you brought the person or not. Everybody at the top here gets paid. That's crazy. That's the first thing to note. So as new members are joining, everybody's getting paid. But what is interesting to note is that the amount you earn depends on how many people you have personally brought into the business, all right? And ultimately, the leader of the board, or if you like, the class captain of the board, earns multiple times more money than the rest of the existing members. So whether you are brought 20 or 30, it doesn't matter. The leader of the board actually makes more money than you. So on every board, the target should be to get to the elite, because that's where you actually maximize the income on the board, all right? So as new members are joining, everybody's getting paid. But when the last person now joins the board, 2 things will happen. The first thing that will happen is that the elite, which is the leader of the board, will get promoted to the next higher rank. So assuming this was the associate board, he will move now to the next higher rank, which is the executive board. Then the second thing that will happen is that this board will now split into 2 new boards to create more room for people to join the business. So here you had 15 people. 1 has been promoted, so you have 14 remaining. Now, these 14 remaining are going to be split into 2, which will give 7, 7. The 7 are those who fill the top part of the 2 new boards. So if you are wondering, hey, where did the 7 people at the top come from? They came from a board that split it. Are we together? All right. So here, because the board now splits into 2 and everybody is supposed to have a leader, it means there are 2 people who are going to be given the opportunity out of the 14 to become the leaders of the 2 new boards. The question now is, who do we give that opportunity to? Because the elite maximizes the income on the board. So here, in every fair organization, performance is always used as a requirement for promotion. But where there's a tie, we use seniority. So in the same way, Mary has a very fair system. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not I came first, so I must be promoted before you, or I brought you, so every time I must be ahead of you. No. The one who performs better will take the lead. So here, overtaking is allowed. So in this scenario, you notice that Dan has brought 2 people. So the names at the top are the people on the board, and the numbers you see under each name shows the number of people those people have brought. So Dan has brought 2 people. Joy has brought 1. Betty has brought 2. Tammy has brought 3. Anne has brought 2. Gina has brought 1. Ruth has brought 1. Clem has brought 1. The rest are yet to bring somebody into the business. So obviously, the highest performer here is Tammy. So Tammy will be chosen as the first elite of the first new board. Then we now have 1 more position to fill for the elite position. And now the competition is now between Dan, Betty, and Anne. Okay, these 3, Dan, Betty, and Anne. So who do we give it to since they all have 2? And this is where the second criteria is going to work, which is that if there's a tie, then seniority becomes a determining factor. And in Emery, seniority simply means the one who's closer to the lead. It doesn't even just mean the one who came first. All right. So here, the one who is closer to the elite is Dan. And so Dan will become the next elite of the second board. Then the rest of the people will be distributed in the same fashion to fill the 2 new boards at the top. All right. So now Betty has the next highest. So Betty will take the next spot next to Tammy. Then Anne will come next. So Anne takes. So notice how Anne's position now gets closer to the elite just because he has 2. This is critical. All right. Then we are finished with the 2s. So the people with the 1. So now Joy comes, Gina comes, Ruth comes, then Clem comes. Then one that is done, we go to the zeros. And even among the zeros, we have seniors. So we have Solo, we have James, we have David, we have Tolu, we have Lona, we have Joyce. This is how the board splits. But this happens automatically. You have nothing to do with it. Once the last person joins the board, in a split second, everyone is in their position and the 2 new boards are created. So you have nothing to do with it. But what happens is that once the new people begin to join the boards again, everybody at the top here gets paid. This is how simple and this is how powerful the Emery plan is. Now I'm going to show you how you actually make the money. So starting from the associate board, which, like I mentioned, is our standard starting point. Okay. Now, when you are on the associate board, Emery says when you have brought nobody into the business yet, okay, so maybe you are doing retail or you are just joined new and your board is breaking so fast, so you have not been able to get somebody yet. Okay, Emery says when new members are joining the board from the bottom, you'll be paid. But on this level, you'll be paid $0. And I mention it as $0 because it's money. When we get to the higher levels, we understand why. All right. So if you pay $0, and you are normally entitled to 8 times because there are 8 spots at the bottom. So 0 times 8 is 0. So it's not too exciting to talk about. So let's leave that. Now, if you want to earn more exciting money, you need to just bring 1 person and everything changes. Once you bring 1 person like June, what is going to happen is that for each person that drops on the board, you'll be paid $5. Whether you brought the person or not. So you may not know who has joined the board. It's not from your team, but you make money. This is awesome. So when the board gets full, that'll be 5 times 8, making $40. But the Emery says you are entitled to 20 cycles before the system will stop paying you. What it means is that if you have brought 1 person and you keep making free $5 every time somebody joins the board, and the board gets full, what the Emery will do is that when they put you on the new board, they don't ask you to bring another person before you continue to earn the $5. The 1 person you brought on the previous board will still count for you on the new board. So even if you don't bring any more persons onto the new board, you still make $5, $5 every time somebody new joins. And when the board gets full, that is 1 cycle. Emery says we'll continue to pay up to 20 cycles. So if you manage to do all the 20 cycles, you'd have made $800. All right, this is crazy. I've never seen this before. All right, then if you have brought 2 or more people into the business, your bonus will be increased to $10 every time somebody new joins the board. So 10 times 8 is 80. You are still entitled to 20 cycles if you decide to remain there. But obviously, everybody wants to maximize the earnings on the board. So the target for everybody is to become the elite. So the competition goes to becoming the elite. Now, what does it take to become elite? Remember, there are 7 people trying to fill 8 spots. So technically speaking, if you're able to get 3 people, normally you will become qualified to become elite. On certain situations, in certain rare situations where there are tight competitions on the board, you may need maybe 4 people or even 5 people before you can become elite. But in most cases, 3 is the magic number. So starting 3 by 3, you notice that you rank advanced very fast. Now, so imagine you are like Maron, who manages to get 3 people, such that by the time the board gets full, Maron will be one of the 2 people who becomes the highest performance on the board, and so he becomes elite. Now, the instant the board splits, and you are one of the 2 who is chosen to become elite, you'll be earning an instant bonus called the elite bonus, which is $161. That is just for being chosen as the elite. Okay, this is even before anybody shows up on your board. Now, when people begin to show up on your board by signing up, so new members now joining your board, anytime any new member joins your board, whilst others are making $5 and $10, guess what? You'll be making $32.320. And you earn that times 7. So $32.20, $32.20, $32.20, $32.20. So this spot, the last but one spot. Because the last person to join the board is going to get your board filled. And once your board is filled as the elite, you're going to get promoted. So for that last person, it comes with like something like a send-off package, which is 3 times more than what you are used to earning. So the last person, which is the 15 tax, alone gives you $96.6. Then when that last person has joined the board, it means you are getting promoted to the next higher rank. And so again, you'll be giving, in that same moment, you'll be getting a promotion bonus of another $161. So ladies and gentlemen, without counting how many times you cycled here before becoming elite, just from the time you became an elite of the board to the time you get promoted, you have made a minimum of $644. This is the first rank. And I say this with passion because I've done other businesses where to even the first rank, just to graduate to the first rank, you will toil for months, and even when you get there, you make only about $200. But here at Mary, just the first rank, which is even coming from a collaborative effort with people who are not even your team, will provide you with $644 minimum on this board, not counting how many cycles you've done. Now, you have been promoted to the next rank, which is the executive board. Now, remember, the executive board, you get promoted to get to executive. So in the same way, in order to get qualifications, the people you personally brought into the business must also get promoted to the executive board. Now, anytime somebody you brought into the business gets promoted, you get 1 qualification. When the next person comes, you get 2 qualifications. That's how it comes. So on this board, this is how we aim. Mary says, if you are an executive and you've even not brought anybody who is also an executive into the business yet, or none of your people has yet become an executive, we'll still pay you. But we'll pay you $16 every time somebody new joins the board. You see how crazy it is? So even with 0 qualifications, so like somebody like Sal and Rose, they will be making $16 every time somebody new joins the board, which simply means that even the people joining are not their people. Now, when they manage to get at least 1 person from their team to become executive, their bonus will be increased to $32 every time somebody new joins the board. And here you can enjoy up to 10 cycles before the system will cycle you out. Now, when you get 2 or more people to get promoted in your team, then your bonus will be increased to $48 every time somebody new shows up on your board. So times 8 will give you $384. If you stay there without getting promoted to become elite, you make a maximum of $3,840. However, what if you get enough people like Maron, such that by the time the board is getting full, you be one of the people with the highest number of qualifications, which automatically means you become the elite. When that happens and you are chosen as the elite, the instant elite bonus alone is $1,610. How much is that in your currency? Imagine earning it instantly, and Mary will pay it instantly. Then, once you are the elite, whenever anybody new shows up on your board, it doesn't matter whether you know them or not, you earn $322. And you earn this times 7, which will give you $2,254 by the time you get to the last baton position. Because the last person is coming with your send-off package, and your send-off package alone is $966, almost $1,000. And that once that last person shows up on the board, your board is full. So what does it mean? It means you are getting promoted. And so in that same instant, you earn a promotion bonus of another $1,610. Ladies and gentlemen, again, on this board, the minimum money you can make is $6,440. All right. And I'm laughing because I know a lot of the leaders on this call who have already enjoyed this money, and they will tell you this is one of the most exciting times in the business when you are the elite executive of the board. All right. Now, from here, you become a manager. And being a manager, okay, same as the executive level, okay, you have to get other managers promoted to get qualification. However, even if you have zero qualification, Emery says we'll pay you $161 every time somebody new joins your board. So times 8 will give you 1,288 just when one board gets filled. And Emery says you're entitled to 10 cycles. If you remain there with zero qualification, you can still make $12,880. However, if you manage to get one person from your team to become a manager, your bonus will be increased to $322. Again, you can earn times 8, which is $2,567 when the board gets full. You can remain there for 10 cycles if you like. But if you get 2 or more people to also get promoted, your bonus will increase to $483 each time somebody new joins the board. But what if you get enough people so that you become the elite when the board is getting full? When that happens, your elite bonus alone is $16,100. Sweet. But for me, from experience, all right, this money finishes too quickly. Because most of the time, by the time this burden lands, you have budgeted and over budgeted. So for me, the sweetest part of this being an elite manager is the fact that any new person who joins your board pays you $3,220, and they have 7 spots that will give you $3,220. And then once the last person shows up on your board, you are going to make an extra $9,660. And then when that last person comes, it means you are getting promoted. And in that same instant, you make a promotion bonus of another $16,100. And when this happens, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you are now a director. And a director means you have earned your first car. So before this happens, it means you'd have paid a minimum of $64,400 on this board alone, without counting how many cycles you've done, without counting what you've earned on the other boards, without counting how much you've made from repeat sales and your retail profit. Are we together? Then here, this is what you get, okay? So this is the success part. So depending where you started from, okay, you could have started from an associate, elite, pre-associate level, or from the associate level. But by the time you get to become a director, you would have made a minimum of $71,512. Convert that into your currency and think about it to the fact that already in just 2 years or 2.5 years of the business being in Africa, over 17 people have already reached this level, earned this money already, and actually earned their cars also, right? And I'm going to show you proof of that. But this is just a few of the bonuses, the cash bonuses I talked about. One of the exciting other cash bonus we earn is called leadership bonus. Now, you remember that on the executive level, you need to get other people promoted in order to enjoy qualification. Now, in Emery, when you are an executive and somebody you brought into the business also becomes an executive, you are entitled to a leadership bonus of $161. So imagine you brought 5 people who all become executive, or 10 people who all become executive. Can you imagine that? Now, when you become a manager and those people become managers, for each of them that become a manager, you earn $1,610 extra money. This is different from what you're earning on the board. Then, when you become a director and each of them become director, you earn for each of them $16,100. This is Emery. Then we also have our repeat sales bonus, which according to me, far exceeds all the binary systems that are out there. Because the binary systems out there will pay you on your lesser leg volume. But here, Emery pays you on all, and they pay you 5% of your entire personal purchases and the purchases of your entire team to the 10th generation with compression. So if you actually understand this and you build it well, you could actually be earning millions of dollars or whatever currency you have just from this particular bonus. And it's just one of the bonuses that we have in the business. All right. Then we have others which we are not going to talk about. But let's talk about the other things you earn when you actually build your business well. And oftentimes I hear people, when I have money, I will have to travel. When I have money, I like to buy my nice car. When I have money, I like to build my dream house. Mary says, build your business well and we'll add all these things to you. So when you get to the level of elite manager, you are entitled to travel reward, your first travel reward. When you get to one-star director, you actually qualify for a second travel reward, okay? And then they even give you points from that level on, which allows you to travel anytime you want. So imagine you are now a one-star director. You don't have to now take money from your pocket to travel with your family anymore. You just have to accumulate enough money with these points, which the company will be giving you every single day. Okay. And then once you feel you have a destination you want to travel to, you just tell the company will use that money to settle all your bills, plan your travel, and you just go have fun and come back. This is where you are treated like a king. And already we've had some exciting trips already. We've been to Dubai, we've been to Philippines, and we've been to Egypt before this COVID-19 ugly face showed up and actually stopped that. So we're going to pick it up again very soon, since everything is now easing around the world. It's going to be exciting when we pick these things up. So watch out for the trips that are coming. Then now we also have our car rewards. So you earn your first car, like I mentioned, when you become a director, that's your first car, all right? The company gives you $16,100 to buy a car. Now, if what you want to buy is more than that, you have actually made a lot of money. You can top up and buy the car of your choice. But when you get to 3-star director, you earn your second car, which is going to be worth $32,200. Now, this one, they give you an option. You can either go for the car or the company will actually give you the cash. So it depends on what you want, right? So here are some car awardees, already car recipients in Africa. So between Ghana and Nigeria, we have Reverend Daniel Sekwe, who is the first car awardee. He did it in 9 months. Mr. Prince Eric Kujo did it in 13 months. Okay, so we're showing you what is happening. Dr. John Mukuro, I believe, also did it under 1.5 years. Miss Patience Mad Lion also did it. Mrs. Eunice Akalekberry also is a director with a car. Mrs. Glory Kukan has a car. Mr. Foster Yao Edudate, Lars Benz, he has a red Benz car, Mercedes. Jonas Bigbedo has a Toyota Highlander limited edition. Mrs. Ekria Chirowasekwe, wife of Reverend Daniel Sekwe, has a Lexus GX460. These are the kind of cars they are buying at the director levels. We have Mr. Cornelius Habada, he has a Hyundai Texan. We have Mrs. Joy Olabisi Anyima, J Mama for short. She has a Lexus RX 350. We have Mrs. Nkoyo with Toyota Venza, and then we have Mr. Fred Yao Mensa with the Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. All right, so this is what the taste of goodness that you enjoy when you start becoming directors. And at the ultimate level, when you get to the Diamond Ambassador level, Emery is offering you a house reward. All right, and they are giving you actually 2 options. Option number 1 is Emery already has penthouses already built in Malaysia. You can earn your penthouse in Malaysia worth over $300,000 US. If you want that, the company is actually going to secure visas for you. The visa is a special class of visa called My Malaysia Second Home Visa, and it's a 10-year multiple entry visa, which will allow you to go and stay in Malaysia for 10 years or go in and out for 10 years anytime you want with your family. You can actually become a landlord in Malaysia. Think about that, all right? If you don't want that option, Emery will give you $153,000 to build a house anywhere in the world you want. So the option is either you choose the house in Malaysia and get a visa, or you take the money and build a house anywhere you want. But what we'll have to see is that you definitely build a house so that we can celebrate with you. Now, this is what we have here at Emery. We have real-time bonuses. We have easy opportunity to start earning money. Once you get one person directly sponsored by you, you can start maximizing the comp plan. They have no authorship required, no compulsory monthly authorship, which has been a burden for many people in other companies. We have training and mentorship program that you can access for free with Emery. We have an online back office that allows you, it's actually a free online back office that allows you to track your business. So once you sign up, you get an access to your online account, which is, controlled and everything by you. You can see everything that's happening, who has joined your business, which board you're on, what you need to do to get to the next rank, how much money you've made, everything. All right. So this is it. And you have all these travel rewards and everything. And all our products are actually certified by the FDA and NAFDAC of countries where we are officially registered. All right. So here we are. Are you ready? Are you ready to actually own your life? Are you ready to be your own boss? To control your own destiny, to achieve your dreams and live an amazing lifestyle where you can actually leave this legacy for your children and your children's children. Become so successful, you can actually pass it on to your children. If you are ready for that, if you want to change the history of your family, the financial history of your family, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to eMary. And all you need is either you start with $160, which is the classic package. I've told you the benefits of that, is the preschool, or you start with our standard package, which is $805, all right? So $160 in Naira will give you 59,200 Naira, or in Ghana cedis, 785 Ghana cedis. And then when you come to the agency package, which is our standard package, is $805. In Naira is 296,000 Naira. In Ghana cedis is 3,925. And any of these packages will make you a member of eMary. You can actually build from there all the way to the top and earn all the money, all the perks, and have a lot of life-transforming experience here, both with our products and with the opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We say here, opportunities are never lost. Someone will take the ones you miss. Thank you very much. My name is Tchorly, and at this point, I'll bring my presentation to a close. Now, I am ready to take your questions. All right. So let's see. Wow, a lot of chats going on here. All right, so maybe, wow, people have been busy typing. Awesome, okay. So I already had some questions. Somebody says, woot to Virgin, wow. Yeah, Batman, Russell, yeah, Russell, I salute you. All right. Okay, so Francis Kanyako says, please, can a nursing mother take Femtima? Francisca, you know what? All our products are actually safe for anybody to take. But one thing we don't want is for somebody to use our products and maybe because they are pregnant, God forbid, but let's just say that they are already going on their way to having a miscarriage because probably they have other complications and things. And our products will not cause any harm to them. But when they use it and they have that condition, some people might say it's because they use the product. That's why it happened. So because of that and because of the complications of pregnancy, we don't recommend pregnant women to use any of our products without proper prescription from a medical person, all right, or a doctor. So keep them away from it if it's just their own choice. Okay, don't sell it to pregnant women, all right? But after they are giving birth, they can actually use it, all right? Even when they are breastfeeding, they can still use it. So it's okay for breastfeeding mothers to use it, but we don't recommend any of our products for pregnant women because of the delicacy of pregnancy. So I hope I've answered that. Please, can Femtima solve the problem of irregular menses? Irregular menses may come from different angles. So what we recommend is Virgin with Femtima, and it will do amazing job for you, all right? So there are people who have just used Virgin and it has corrected their irregular menses. And there are some people who have used Femtima with Virgin and it has corrected. But to have optimum results, we'll recommend that you use both, all right? So tell whoever that they need both Femtima and Virgin. For nothing at all, they need a Virgin, all right? Maswa Kelly again says, please, how can Adwal help someone with diabetes and have to inject insulin regularly? Let them just use it. All right. The amazing, in fact, one of our top leaders here, Mr. Jonas Vigbedo has been sharing some amazing insights and research works done on enzymes. And it shows you the potency of our products and how it can help all manner of issues. All right. So you'll be able to see the amazing effect when they actually use the product. So tell them to use it while they are still taking their medication. It will not complicate anything. What will happen is that, or what we recommend is that as they are using the product, they should check regularly, because at some point their body will start normalizing. And what it means is that they might have to reduce the drug intake or the insulin injection. So if they are checking regularly, they can now go to the hospital and the doctors will be able to advise them. All right. So that is what I can say to that. How can those having painful menses use Vagine? They use the same way that we recommend it. Okay. So for Vagine, we recommend that even for people without any issues, they should start with one box, which is going to be 6 days straight. Every box contains 6 tubes. And a tube, you use 1 tube per day, okay, at night, at bedtime, right? So you do that for 6 days, even when you don't have issues, because Vagine is not intended necessarily as a cure to anything. So it's actually for prevention. But when you have issues like that, what we recommend is that at least start with 2 boxes. So you're going to do every day for 12 days. But what you notice is the immense benefit you're going to see along the way. There are some people, when they start using it, and maybe some people can even use 3 tubes, and when their menses come, they don't realize they have less pain or they don't have any pain at all. But to correct the issue itself, we recommend 12 tubes. And then after that, whether you use 6 tubes or 12 tubes, we recommend that you use at least 2 to 3 tubes every month before or after your menses, just to ensure the health of the whole reproductive system, right? Wow, Dream Builders is here. Oh my boss, I thought you couldn't join. Wow. Okay, Dream Builders, I would recommend they use a box the days leading to their menses and a box after. Okay, so that's a perfect recommendation from Papa, Reverend Daniel Sekwe. Wow, I couldn't believe is actually here. Thanks from Christian. Awesome presentation by my boss. Thank you. So that is to tell me that I did well in stepping in his shoes. Wow, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Tchidi from Marcel Kelly. Wow. Psychoscience from Francis Kanyako. Maxwell Kelly again says many thanks. Awesome presentation from H. Inani. Wow. All right. So since my boss is here and he is the official host of this event, I cannot end the call without allowing him to share a word with us. So I hope he's in a comfortable place that he can talk. Let me find him and unmute him. So boss, if you can hear us, just unmute yourself and give us a word.
Yeah, Tchorly.
Yes, sir.
Awesome presentation.
Thank you.
I'm still on the road. I just parked somewhere.
Awesome. So a word for our guests and partners. Yeah, Reverend, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So we've heard it all from Mr. Tchorly. And we have so many people on the call tonight who are a testament of what he has shown us. And for us who are already in the business, re-echoing this, just reaffirm our position that we took the right decision in first joining in Mary, and that we need to go on the next step by building our business. But if you are here for the first time, I believe that you have listened to one of the most amazing business for the 21st century. We have not really captured the essence of this business and what the extent to which it can be a blessing to us. Just yesterday, just 2 days ago, we outdoored one of our members, Mercedes-Benz, in Abuja. And I saw Echinani on the call tonight and other people who are gunning to the position of a lead manager. That means that they'll be qualifying for free travel, and also the car reward.
Oh dear, we just lost Reverend Daniel Secretary right now. So at this point, maybe I feel led to ask Madam Chichi to share her virgin testimony with us and actually share her inspiring story about the Mary and close us. Chichi, are you there? Is this my Chichi from Senegal? Hello, Chichi, you can unmute yourself if you can hear me. Oh, okay, maybe. I know Magic Dela is also here. I would have loved her to say a word, but I don't know how. Magic Dela, I know this is a tough one, but can you say a word to us? Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Well, you know, I have so my voice is not even going to come out.
It's okay.
But I
We
want
can
to
hear
thank
you.
you all so much for all you do. These trainings are important. They're the most important thing in every business because we day, and I always join because you do this that I don't learn something new.
That's true.
I really, if I talk, if I teach you start, so I want to thank all the leaders on this call. You know, I'm my business with the way I'm feeling, but we have to keep working no matter. Okay, thank you so much.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. I know I've really put her on the spot. I know her condition right now, but I'm so glad that she accepted and gave a little word to us. So ladies and gentlemen, on this note, thank you so much for being here with me. I still have about 47 people who have stuck with me to the end of this call. I salute Mr. Enoch Oseintem on the call, one of our leading sales professionals. In fact, when it comes to sales strategizing, this is one of the big brains we have. I salute you, sir, for being on the call. Let me close by also calling out some names. Ade Dimeji. Wow, Fred. Thank you. Adekunle Ayodele, you're welcome. Thank you for being on the call. Alpha Maliki, you're welcome. Benedict, thank you, thank you. Christian, I appreciate you for being on the call with us. Comfort Efia, I see you. Cordwell, all right, that's a nice name. Magic Dela, of course. Dennis, I see you. Esther Sumpimpong, wow, thank you for lunch today, Esther. I know we had a great time, had a great conversation. Appreciate it. You're a great leader. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Evans Obeng, appreciate you. Faith Omidiora, I see you. The bamboo strategist, Mr. Yafoster Idudate, always on every call. Sir, I salute you. Your efforts will always yield results. You are amazing. Francis Kanyako, I see you. Fumi, thank you. Hassana Udo, Audu, all right, I see you. Jamil Ibrahim Bello, wow. Joyce Mary, Sei Ido, okay. Justina Obono Obla, hope I'm mentioning these names well. Thank you so much. Lily, I see you. Maxwell Kelly, I see you. Midez, wow, okay. Mildred, okay, I see you. Mimi, Nana Kwame, okay. Enkan, Iyam, Obed Agbedozo. All right. Emmanuel Ovidike, Madam, I salute. Princess Daisy in the house. Wow. Princess Daisy is here. Oh my goodness. Princess Daisy, next time I'll put you on the spot. All right. Reverend Queen Esther, I see you. Rita, Salama to Seidu. I see you. Shirley, Tammy Charles, Ugochi, Ed Nani, Veronica Preprafoli. My goodness. Wow. Wabenzi Williams Basi, Wendy, Tabansi, Yabwatma Russell. I see you all the way from the US. Is it US or UK? I think it's UK, right? Edwin, Ugbe, and then Tammy. Thank you all for sticking with us to the end. At this point, I'm going to unmute all of you, but first let me stop recording.